Hello, I'm Lauren Farrah for Eastside Update, and this is the news. We're covering all things culinary today with stories on bread you need to try and a tale of two brothers that are keeping Nashville spicy. The entertainment industry is undoubtedly one of the hardest hit by the coronavirus, with musicians and gig workers losing the lion's share of their income. Many of these folks are coming up with creative ways to replace the dough that they'd made previously. One such person is James Haggerty, celebrated Nashville bassist and bread maker. Here is what he had to say.
I'm James Haggerty. Some of you may know me as Hags, and I'm here to tell you about Hagerty sourdough. I moved to Nashville in August of '97. In fact, August 8th was my 23rd anniversary of moving here. I moved from New York. I lived in Queens and Long Island, Brooklyn, went to college in Poughkeepsie, and I moved here in '97 to play with a band called Joe Marc's Brother. I'm a bass player and a baker. So yeah, I moved here to play with Joe Marc's Brother. Subsequently, spent several years with Josh Rouse, the Autumn Defense, the original Blues Brothers band, played on records for Raylan Baxter, Nikki Lane. Yeah, I'm a side guy and a studio guy, and that's what I do. Well, my mom passed away in 2016, and I took all her kitchen stuff. She was a great cook, and I had her KitchenAid mixer. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I can make some stuff with that. And so I started making some pasta, and then I was like, that was really good. And then I thought, let me try bread, and I did the classic New York Times no knead recipe, and I was like, that was really good. Turned out really well. But I started thinking about, how can I get more flavor? And I was thinking about sourdough, and I just kind of got intrigued by it. And I did a little research, and I thought, well, let me see if I can grow a starter. So I did, and I made some bread with it. It turned out well, and I started to give it away to friends, and they were like, man, this is really good, and I'd buy it if you sell it. And so I started selling it, and I guess that was probably about 2018. And here we are, pandemic hits, and my livelihood goes away. And I thought, well, let me see if I can scale this up, and I've done that, and it's been really, really heartwarming and challenging and fun and cool. I think what maybe is a little different about my sourdough that I'm making is I'm using fresh ground flour. I have a mock mill behind me, which is a home stone mill, and so I'm getting wheat berries from different farms and farmers, and I've created my own blend that I think tastes delicious, and then I add that to really strong, good quality bread flour. My philosophy with this has been, do one thing and do it as good as you can, you know what I mean, and just concentrate on that. So that's what I've done. So if you'd like to find out more about Hagerty sourdough and my bread baking adventures, you can find me on Instagram at Hagerty sourdough, and that's Haggerty sourdough.
You can find out when Hags is baking by checking his Facebook and Instagram posts at Haggerty sourdough. Now here's man in the field, Marc Pisapia, with a hot tip.
Thanks, Lauren. Marc Pisapia here, talking to Jeremy and Richie Lister, two brothers who make great pop music. You might recognize them from Street Corner Symphony from the NBC a cappella challenge show Sing Off. Well, in addition to making great pop music, they make great hot sauce. Bilster hot sauce. Just have a little taste. Oh, that's good. That's really tasty. It's not that hot. It's not hot at all. We talked to the brothers earlier. Here's Jeremy and Richie Lister.
I'm Jeremy Lister.
I'm Richie Lister.
And this is
Bilster Hot Sauce. So we grew up in Mississippi, and when we were kids, we would have contests to see who could eat the spiciest things, or weird stuff like drinking pickle juice shots and stuff like that. So I think we've always kind of been drawn to that extreme sort of flavor. And then not too long ago, only about 17 years ago, we moved to Nashville. Jeremy moved up first, and then I followed him a few months later, right?
Yeah, 2003 we moved to Nashville. I fell in love with it when I moved here. I love the scene. I love the music scene. I love the people I met. I love the food, and so we stuck around here and signed a record deal in 2005 to Warner Brothers, and that had its roller coaster of a life. And then in 2010 we were both on a reality show on NBC called The Sing Off. It was an a cappella based reality show, and our group Street Corner Symphony finished in second place, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And
Yeah, so I got kind of obsessed with gardening. Started off small with just growing herbs, and then eventually I got around to growing peppers. And I was growing all kinds of peppers, jalapenos, poblanos, Anaheims, and habaneros. And I just ended up with all these peppers, and I didn't know what to do with them. I got to do something with them. I don't want to waste them. So I started doing some research into how to make hot sauce, and experimented with that. Then I got the idea to put them in the smoker, get them nice and smoky and kind of a roasted smoky flavor. And then the Bilster hot sauce.
I think it was around Christmas. You'd made this green and this red sauce, and you're like, try out this hot sauce I have here. And it was the best hot sauce I'd ever had. I was like, I don't know what you did. Remember this recipe, because this is gonna do well. Yeah, a year ago we started Bilster LLC, and things are going really, really well. We have a new flavor coming out next week. It's going to be a limited order of a Carolina Reaper edition of Bilster. We call it the Carolina Weeper. 75 bottles, and hopefully that'll go real quick. And
I think right now we're doing it all ourselves, so it's keeping us really busy. And I had to mention, please don't buy too much hot sauce, because that means I have to work a lot.
what's nice about our hot sauce is we put a lot of TLC into it. It takes a good bit of time to make a batch of hot sauce. It starts off, we get some local peppers. We smoke them along with some garlic and onions. And usually the process for a batch takes about a full day.
Yeah, it's a good long day's work. Bilster hot sauce. It's a spice party for your tongue buds.
Oh, sorry. Back to you in the studio, Lauren. It's been great talking to Bilster Brothers. Really great hot sauce. Oh my God. I need some more water. Give me some water. Water. More water. Come on. Keep coming. All news is worthy, and you're all worthy of the news. All the time. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. I hope you got enough water there. And thank you for tuning in to Eastside Update. Be sure to watch every Sunday for Cowboy Keith's Fireside Chat and other exciting programs we have coming up on the Eastside Update Network. I'm Lauren Farrah. That was the news, and now you know a bit more than you did before. Until next time.